What's up, guys? Welcome to Critique the Critics, the show where we think it's a better idea to open a park full of dinosaurs than to be a movie critic. And so we're going to make fun of them. Yes. My name is Tech.
I'm Kojak.
And with us today, we have Jared, or you can call him Wink if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, we're talking about Jurassic Park. We're going to take a look at a bunch of audience reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. We're going to take a look at some fake facts that are totally true.
And only discuss Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, and only discuss Jeff Goldblum. And go. No, first we're going to talk about an actual critics review. Sorry.
I was ready.
If you want to steer everything to Jeff Goldblum, no one here is going to complain.
Yeah, no, that's good.
We're like, hey, remember that part with the T-Rex? I mean, where Goldblum was running from the T-Rex? Yeah, that one. Hey, remember that part where... I mean, people think that certain things were said by him in this movie that he didn't even say.
I honestly thought that he died. That he was the one that died in the porta potty, was it?
Oh, in the movie. I thought you thought Jeff Goldblum died.
No.
Oh, my God. He just did a show on Disney.
Yeah.
No.
And then the coronavirus got him.
Oh, no.
No.
Man.
And Tom Hanks.
Well, first we're going to take a look at a review from 1993 when the movie came out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be scathing.
Scathing.
I will say, initially, it was really hard to find negative reviews. It was really hard to find negative comments because people freaking love this movie. And
this review is so old, we had to paste this into a doc because we couldn't read it on the website.
Yeah. It was,
high quality GeoCities website.
Exactly. And it's Dennis Howe from Washington Post. And so let's take a look. June 11th, 1993.
I loved his work in the 90s.
Yes.
I did.
Desson. Oh, it's not Dennis, it's Desson. I said Dennis. Desson?
No,
I turned a fake name into a real one.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
How dare you critique his name?
Them damn Northwest names.
Yep. That's yeah, exactly. That's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those situations where someone saw like a football movie and someone was named Desson and it did really well, and then all of a sudden everyone that year named their kid Desson. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Hollywood no longer needs to worry whether aging stars can sell movies. The old folks in Cocoon reaped huge business, but it's the over-the-hill gang in Jurassic Park which will pull in $150 million before you could say Velociraptor.
Oh.
They did it.
They did it in 1993.
Yeah.
That'll put all fear to rest. These guys are millions of years old.
Oh my God.
That's
Remember in the 90s
started.
when actresses couldn't have jobs over the age of 35?
Yep.
You get to see
30.
this in print now.
Yeah.
And reminisce about how dumb this was a risk. Like having like an older cast like this was a risk in the 90s, wasn't it?
See, are they?
I mean,
is Desson even actually talking about the actors or just the dinosaurs?
he's talking about the dinosaurs. He's literally talking about the dinosaurs. He said these guys are millions of years old. He's talking about the dinosaurs to make a stupid freaking joke and relate it to Cocoon.
That's stupid, Desson.
Yes. That's really just dumb.
And it's insulting to
That's
the
not
people
how I
in
interpreted
Cocoon.
that. I thought he was just talking about the cast.
No, because he's saying these guys are millions of years old. He's literally making a stupid joke about the dinosaurs.
Oh, I just immediately take critics seriously. and
Oh, don't.
narcissistically
Oh, don't.
anal.
This guy showed this to like his wife and was like, wait
That's
do you
nice,
see
dear.
how I'm starting with this? Wait do you see?
Remember how
That's
you
assuming he has a wife.
Right.
Remember how you usually don't like the stuff that I write? Oh, look at this.
Hold on to your butts.
This
Yeah.
is gonna be good.
This sentence will save my marriage.
And I proved that I know a dinosaur's name.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice. We're actually reading the last review of Desson Howe.
Before he became Dennis Howe.
Dennis Howe. Yeah, he changed his name because he was so embarrassed by his writing. They're dinosaurs, and thanks to the visual mastery of George Lucas's Industrial Light and Magic and special effects Dino-meisters, Stan Winston, Phil Tippett, Dynamite, right? Thanks. Phil Tippett and Michael Lantieri. They're extraordinarily beautiful, believable, and downright intimidating. In the year's most awaited movie, not counting Weekend at Bernie's 2, this guy is full of the jokes.
Destin's drunk when he wrote
Full
this.
of the jokes.
For sure.
He's like, wow. He's like, Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Weekend at Bernie's. We'll put it in that one. Oh, there's so many movies to choose from for this wonderful joke that I have. How do I really just, clinch it?
Home Alone 3. I know.
Oh, no.
Year.
But that was good. No.
And how do I degrade people who have learned like special graphic design stuff? What can I call them?
Yeah. And also, fuck you. People might have been waiting for Weekend at Bernie's too.
True.
That just insults anyone who was like, dude, that movie was so good. I wish we could have a sequel.
Right.
There's got to be at least 5.
Weekend at Bernie's 2, The Rotting.
Right. The Rotting, yeah. Rigor mortis in Miami. They are the MVPs, the box office draw, the oomph of this picture. Yes, that's including Human Principles, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Sir Richard Attenborough, and Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum was old back then?
No.
Is he not saying he's old? We're over that, aren't we?
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
we're
Destin. Destin, you're
He's as timeless as Queen Elizabeth.
I think the only one who was old was Sir Richard Attenborough and Laura Dern because of what Kojak said earlier, where all women over the age of 30 were old then.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah. Thanks to another industrial source of make-believe, Steven Spielberg, the dinosaurs will scare you to debt? No. No, I thought that was a typo.
No.
But it works, so it's not.
As you shell out ticket money for kids, relatives, and second visits, Spielberg has found his monsters again. This is Jaws with huge scaly ridges instead of huge scaly teeth.
Yeah.
Only at Adam and Eve.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would be Jaws if they made Shark Park. But they didn't. They were on a boat and there was a dangerous, like that stuff.
But someone is going to make that.
Yeah,
From the makers of Sharknado comes
Shark Park.
It rolls off the tongue.
And it will do really well.
I know,
and Destin will be pissed about it.
Come on down to Shark Park, swimming with sharks and stuff. And it's like, what could possibly go wrong?
Chomp, 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 chomp.
It turns into like the Meow Mix song. At times, it's more frightening. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Among the extinct big guys, actually, they're mostly gals.
True.
Yeah. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is the meanest in the valley.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
I don't know why, but in my brain, I read like Tyrannosaurus Rex is like the meanest in the valley.
Right.
In all fairness, the humans and what they're doing in this movie should probably be talked about.
He's belittled the dinosaurs. Now he's going to belittle the people.
Also, like, if it was a movie of just dinosaurs walking around, people would be like, it would basically be that 3D picture that you see at the museum that you pay like an extra $4 for because you're like, well, we're here and I've been walking, might as well sit down.
Yeah, or Pixar made something incredible.
Yes, exactly. But even if Pixar made something incredible, there would be plot and emotion in it.
Yeah, and a human.
Because
they did. It's called Dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. The Good Dinosaur, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, that's Dinosaurs is a different one.
Dinosaurs is a TV show.
Yeah,
Dinosaurs is not the mama.
Not the mama. Not the mama.
Paleontologist Neil. Hi, I'm paleontologist Neil. And
here to talk to you today about bones.
and paleobotanist Dern are invited by unnerving entrepreneur Attenborough to critique his latest venture, an enormous island preserved Coombe. Sorry. That was disarming for a moment there. Preserved Coombe theme park near Costa Rica.
Yeah, you really need that little like umlaut over the top of that, or else just preserved Coombe theme park.
And it's not wrong.
Isn't that? I mean, like there's lots of those around the country. They're called sperm banks. Just call them what they are.
Yeah. Also, that's not what this is. They got it from the blood of a mosquito.
They did.
So,
but I mean,
Then they used the preserved. All right, full of the genetically recreated animals. There are the dangerous velociraptors, which slash and attack in packs. The towering T-Rexes. Who isn't there only one?
Yes. Yeah, I think there is only one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
he's trying to plural this paragraph.
Yeah, I think he's pluraling. Who would be considered aggressive and loud? Who would be considered aggressive and loud in any neighborhood? The peaceful, foliage-chewing Brachiosauri, the hooting, poison-spitting Dilophosauri, and many other prehistoric earth shakers. Most of this isn't a review, right?
He's just like, they had all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, there were lots of dinosaurs in there for you to see.
It's like it was a park or something.
Yeah. And he says it all like he's not really impressed.
Yeah, I'm
dangerous velociraptor.
I'm also assuming that the next paragraph, which we haven't gotten to yet, obviously, is going to be like, and there was this kind of tree and this kind of plant. Some of the dirt was wet. Some of it was dry. By obtaining dinosaur blood from equally ancient mosquitoes. Thanks.
That was the most unnecessary sentence in this entire thing.
Yeah.
Just wants to make sure you know that he knows.
So you know.
Oh, they're from back then? That's how they made the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We didn't just pick one up out of the sky now and had dino blood in it. These things are ancient.
Which got trapped and preserved in tree sap for eons. Wasn't it amber?
It was, it looked like tree sap, but I thought it was amber.
I thought it was amber. Attenborough's people have isolated dino DNA and cranked out a prehistoric McDonald's farm full of monsters.
That's insinuating that we're making food.
Yeah. Weird. And fast food.
Yeah.
And some of the dinosaurs are slow. There's the Triceratops. Let's move on. We could do this all day.
But they do have that chicken nugget saurus.
Chicken Nuggetsaurus.
What a try hard name. It's the Big Mac T-Rex.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Good one, man.
The double Bronta burger.
Killing it.
And the ball pitosaurus.
In the company of eccentric mathematician Goldblum, Attenborough's Martin Ferrero, Jurassic Park computer technician engineer Samuel L. Jackson, Humpty Dumpty shaped systems genius Wayne Knight. This guy's a horrible person.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh. And fat ass
Wayne Knight.
Right. And fat ass never gonna meet a woman and be happy Wayne Knight.
Wow.
Right? And game warden Bob Peck. Well, Neil. Oh wait! You were so nice to Bob Peck, and I think Bob Peck threatened him at some point because that was very.
He met him at a meet and greet.
Yeah, Neil and Dern observe this world with open mouthed wonder.
For the Preserve Cum theme park.
Exactly. Bring it on.
It's too good.
But all hell breaks loose when Neil, Dern, Ferrero, and Attenborough's grandchildren. Dude, you don't have to name everybody all the time.
And blank begat blank, and it's like Leviticus.
You know what they didn't have in 1993? Google and backlinks and all the stuff. It sounds like you're it sounds like you're keyword stuffing where there weren't keywords. It's like, we got to make sure we repeat all these things. Otherwise, they'll never find us on the Googlies. Oh my God. Grandchildren Ariana Richards and Joseph Mazzello take a guided tour of the park. When industrial turncoat night turns the power off, the animals separated from onlookers by electrified fences are suddenly free to roam. The suspense and technical wizardry are the only reason to watch Jurassic Park, even though I've been shitting on it the entire review. In a summer movie, that's more than enough, of course. But screenwriter Michael Crichton, adapting his popular novel by David Cope, is it Cope or Kep? I don't know. Slashes almost everything that made the book an entertaining read.
This guy's just mad that the book isn't the same as the movie.
Also, to be fair, a large portion of the book was exposition, and I actually was reading a bunch of stuff. Steven Spielberg, that whole video explanation of the park and how everything happened, that's a large portion of the book that he tried to condense into a video so that he could still get the exposition and get to the stuff that was entertaining.
Right.
So to say the book is more entertaining, the stuff you're missing is like, and here's how we made the dinosaur.
But I love hearing about them mosquitoes.
It's like, that was like if this
And then we take the syringe and we stick it in the butt
waiting for
the mosquito.
Let's wait for the incubation process in real time.
And
in the movie.
There were 600 blank pages.
And now we wait for 20 minutes.
Yes.
That's right. It's like, wow, this movie has
We are
6
waiting.
intermissions. I'm so full and fat now. Who am I? Wayne Wright or Knight or whatever his fucking name is?
Got there.
In the movie, Neil and Dern, who get a romantic relationship, the book never gave them. How dare they do something that Hollywood always does? Get the prime parts, but only relatively. They're relatively prime. Goldboom, well cast as the Mad Hatter mathematician.
Goldboom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love it. I
That's
don't
a compliment.
even
If I did, it's an accidental compliment.
Yeah.
The name's Goldboom.
They call me Goldboom because I go boom. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
an old gumshoe called Goldboom.
Goldboom. With it.
Oh, now it's Goldboom.
Goldboom.
It's Goldboom.
Goldboom. It's Gollum. With an amusing chaos
Now
theory
I
has
just
its
want
moments.
Goldblum to recast.
Right.
I can't do a Goldblum.
I can't either.
Yeah.
No one can do it.
Good
Well,
luck.
people can do it.
We'll get him. He's available,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I just want to hear him talk about the ring.
Right? Him just
That
laying
ring's
there.
so sexy.
Him laying there with his open shirt, just being like, my precious. You know?
Precious.
My precious. But he could have been used far more. Jackson Peck Ferrero and genetics engineer B.D. Wong, all significant players in the novel, might as well not be here for the microscopic character space they must share. This is a thing that people usually don't understand when books are made into movies. If you have a ridiculously long book, it's very, very easy to take a whole bunch of characters and develop and use them all.
Yeah.
But if you have a movie, that just gets confusing as hell.
Absolutely.
It's the entire reason that Marvel took like 20 movies before they put everybody together, because you wouldn't, if they just threw everybody in there, you'd be like, you wouldn't be able to do it.
So it's why Love Actually was so impressive. About
Yes,
it.
I don't disagree with that at all. But also, like, if you read the Harry Potter books, they focus on the other characters and the other kids, even in the first ones, more. Mm-hmm. You learn about Neville, you learn about a lot of them a little bit more than you do in the movie. But they had to focus on 3 kids, otherwise it would just gets jumbled and confusing.
Sure.
So you can't get freaking mad about that. Like,
I mean,
Also, if you don't have
You
these
can, Exhibit A.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't have the people in the movie, like then it's not like
Then
a real
it's just
world.
dinosaurs.
It's just dinosaurs and the one guy.
right.
with the Brontosaurus.
Which Pixar
And
already
then-
did.
Yeah.
And then this guy though would be complaining that it wasn't realistic. You'd think there'd be people filling all these positions like scientists and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's exactly what happened. It's like, hey, where's the janitor? Night glasses sported by young Mazzello, a significant suspense component in the book, are introduced and then forgotten. Because you can't do everything from the book. It's impossible. That is not possible. That would be... The Lord of the Rings trilogy didn't even do everything that happens in the book. And you have to spend a portion of your life where you can feel hair grow to watch all of it.
Could
Like,
you imagine the tree conversation?
oh my God. It's just not possible to do. Like, it's hard. People make entire movies like Hitchcock is notorious for doing this. I think Stephen King does it too, where people will make entire movies out of a short story. Stand By Me is a short story, and it became an entire movie.
Right.
That's the same length as a movie that's being made about a book. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Crichton and Spielberg also ignore the book's terrifying birds of prey. The whole alarming
That's
world.
a different movie.
Yeah. Also, they have the pterodactyls and
They
stuff.
like brought it up at one
and you see things happen, but it's not a lot
They
because
saved him for the next movie.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I mean, man, they had to focus on at least
I feel like
something.
we knew that as an audience. Granted, I was a little kid, but we were like, we know there's not going to be pterodactyls because they can only
Coronavirus.
They can only do so much with like the technology they have. But then there was like one, and you were like, next movie.
Also, like, you can't sacrifice the thing everyone's looking for to bring in a pterodactyl.
Right.
Be like, scrap the T-Rex.
Right.
Bring in the birds. The whole alarming world of cutthroat genetics engineering and ecosystem abuse. The Velociraptor's harrowingly intelligent method of attack. The list is endless. But just as the real dinosaurs died, so evolution could continue its unsympathetic progressive course. So apparently must these elements bite the big one in the name of PG-13 summertime entertainment. Who should have made this movie then? Like, I don't understand what you would have wanted.
Ryan Reynolds.
Because Michael Crichton is notorious for his research, right? Like when he writes, he looks everything up. He made ER, right?
I didn't know.
Isn't that Michael Crichton?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'd have to look it up, but I think it is.
Guess what we're not doing right now?
Looking it up. Yeah, but I mean, but his like. He made Congo, I know for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
But most of the stuff he does, he has something he has to research and look up. And all that stuff is stuff that has to be explained to us in order for us to understand the story. And when you're doing it with the written word, you have to imagine all those things going on. If it's in front of my face, it takes 5 minutes. In the book, it'll take a whole chapter to explain it.
Yeah.
So this just doesn't make any sense. And I don't know how long a freaking movie this guy wanted, but apparently he has nowhere to go. You'd think he was quarantined.
Welcome to 2020.
Yes.
Jurassic
Remember
Park
2014?
was so good. Like
That was when everything was great.
Yeah.
Before the monkey died.
Before the fall. And now's the part of the show where we read incredibly fake facts about Jurassic Park. Trust us, these are fake.
The famous line, "Hold on to your butts," was improvised by Samuel L. Jackson. The original line was supposed to be, "Dinosaurs, motherfucker!"
One of the animatronic T-Rexes used for the film was actually just an old shark from Jaws wearing a dino suit.
Jurassic Park, to this day, is still the highest grossing film about dinosaurs to be released in 1993.
This has been Fake Facts about Jurassic Park. Vlasic Park. I'm being attacked by pickles.
Old pickles.
Old pickles. And now's our favorite part of the show where we get to read audience reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. It was hard to find negative ones, as I said, because, I mean, who doesn't like Jurassic Park? It's really hard. Everyone's like, this is great. Even the people who are like, some of it wasn't for me, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, well, crap.
Right?
But I did manage to find some. Some are definitely like people have some weird language and typos in here. Where it's just
of course. That's our goal is to read that verbatim.
Yeah, so if you're listening to the podcast instead of watching on YouTube,
that's why we sound like we're having a stroke.
Exactly, and we'll explain some of it to you if it needs explaining.
Yeah. All right, I'll read the first one then.
Go for it.
All right, this is from a guy named Ek. EK. This movie was not good. It was too violent. Unnecessary gore given the expected audience. Even if nature is red in tooth and claw, Spielberg simply isn't a good enough director to make us care. We don't think this movie was a good idea.
Yeah?
Can you erase this movie? And if there are still Rotten Tomatoes, erase all of them. This review is a collective opinion of 3 people.
Yeah. 3 people wrote this review together.
You don't get to weight your opinion.
Which is awesome because you're like, we found out who we was.
Yeah. Also, probably not.
Yeah.
I just sound more important because I put my imaginary friends in here.
It's either that or like he was like, I hated this movie and I'm gonna write this review, and 2 people were like, yeah, fucking whatever, we're gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah.
And he just put them in.
Yeah,
it.
can you bring me back like a egg roll? And then he just
He was like, if I get this done, I get an egg roll.
I posted it. I can't find it though.
Oh man.
3 people with 2 letters of the name. All right. Here you go. Wink.
Okay. It's a copy of Jurassic Work, and I never want to watch it again.
So I took the liberty of looking up Jurassic Work. It isn't anything. I can't find it. I was like,
Are they just talking about Jurassic Work where it's old and outdated?
I don't know.
or
I thought
something?
maybe that because this is 2018, this review, I thought maybe they were talking about Jurassic World and they didn't know that was after.
That's a good point. It could be that.
But I looked up Jurassic Work thinking like, is there another movie that came before this? Is there an animated thing or a book or anything?
Did you search Pornhub?
I didn't search Pornhub
You probably should have.
for that. But I did take a break.
I think Michael Crichton wrote an incredible work called Jurassic Work. I don't know.
Well, Michael Crichton wrote Dongo. and
Jesus.
never was a fan of Jurassic Park account.
Gee, all right.
It was a bit too scary for me. Never was a fan of Jurassic Park account. What could that possibly be?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to bone apple tea this right now.
I'm pretty sure I have it figured out.
Okay.
So, first of all, they want you to do the soft G. So it is Jurassic Park.
Right.
So that's them sounding it out.
Uh-huh.
And then on account of it being a bit too scary.
Oh yeah, so I was never
Really?
I never was a fan of Jurassic Park on the account. It was a bit too scary for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome to trying to figure out what the fuck people said.
But to be fair, I'm a 3rd grade teacher in my spare time.
okay,
and
yeah,
that's like, this is just
that
easy
makes
for
sense.
me. Yeah.
That's why you
So
have all
you're
those
really
apples.
enjoying.
You have all those apples.
Seriously, his fridge is just overloaded with apples.
I can't close the door
Yeah,
because of
it's
all the
ridiculous.
apples.
Yeah.
It's like, stop it, kids. There's no way one guy, a single dude in one apartment, can eat all of these apples. I've made apple pie. I've made apple crumble.
Haven't made apple sauce for some reason.
For some reason. Oh, apple sauce, dude.
There you go.
That's what we're doing tonight.
We'll start sending you a list of some apple-y things you can make. Or you
All
can just throw them at strangers or something.
Next, yeah. All right, next one. Jurassic Park is a bit too creepy for me. I'm not going to watch this anymore.
I was trying to figure out what I'm not going to watch this anymore meant. Because it's like, I'm never going to watch it again, or like...
Halfway through,
did they stop it?
You just have Rotten Tomatoes pulled up, just waiting
Yeah.
and staring at the movie, just thumbs on the keyboard, just ready to rock. Up, click, 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 click. I'm out.
Yeah.
No more.
Right around the time of the shaving cream.
Yeah. No more. I will not be watching this. No more.
No more.
What a
You can't make
what
me.
a trustworthy review.
Yeah.
What does Conrad have to say?
I don't know.
Conrad A said, it was a bit too scary for me, so I did not enjoy this movie. Plus, it was too complicated to understand. Unlike my writing with no punctuation, that's
It was
very
too
easy.
complicated. Dinos go scary.
Yeah, what the if it's to me, if it's too complicated to understand, how is it scary?
Well,
Right.
see, he thought that the mosquitoes had come in.
Oh, is that what it was?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
He was probably confused watching The Mask.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that would be too complicated for anyone because, like, I was a child essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kids and we were like, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the next review,
Oh, it's the same
It's
dude.
also the same dude.
I didn't even realize when I
Yeah.
grabbed these.
Wow.
I saw this movie a long time ago on TV. I saw part of this movie on TV, and I did not like it. I got nervous and scared of this movie with all the dinosaurs. I love this because he saw it on TV, but then you realize he only saw part of it, and then you realize that he got scared because he was watching it with dinosaurs. I got nervous and scared of this movie with all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, because they were in the living room with me while we were watching it.
All of the pterodactyls that didn't get to be in the movie
We're sitting in the living room.
yeah.
It was like, this is creepy.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
weren't written on the same day, were those?
No,
No,
they're like
Wow,
a
Conrad.
year
6
later.
months apart.
A year later.
That's crazy, Conrad.
Oh yeah, I guess it's only 6 months, but still, that's nuts. I was scared that it was going to be Conrad again. By the way, Kojak, you are reading something wonderful.
Oh, good.
This was worth
From
being.
James.
Yeah, from James E.
Jurassic Park subsumes rigorously graphic special effects and a seminally inspired concept. With discipline, it ruminates on natural order and chaos, but come the action sequences, Spielberg oddly shifts the impetus to makeshift B-movie frissions like an agog fifth grader. I am slowly growing a fedora while I'm reading this. The film never fully coalesces its ideas into more fertile moments, traipsing instead of plot building. Even still, it remains an overall appealing adventure with the right combination of excitement, technical skill, and humor. Half a star.
Me and James just couldn't be friends.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because
He is the guy that everybody hates to be behind in when you're ordering Starbucks.
yes. I mean, he's just a person who can take what I would assume could take anything really easy to do or say and make it incredibly overblown and intelligent so that he looks like he's the smartest person in the room, but at the end of the day the person's just like, I'm just trying to sell you coffee, bro. Like,
Right.
that's it.
Yeah.
Like, do you want a fucking coffee? Because you'd be like, can you take, ground up beans and pour the, the boiling liquid over it so that it's like, no. What do you want? Fucking tall or not?
It's like monocle.
Exactly.
You walk into a conversation with James and other people, and you're like, holy crap, that sounds really deep. What was James talking about?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah.
also when it's something like this, you're just trying to get through it. So I don't even know what he said.
No, once I realized that he was just trying to use words, I was like, I'm not even trying to follow it anymore.
So I actually think.
This podcast is sponsored by Grammarly.com.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think he liked it, but when I was reading it,
I thought
when I picked it, I was reading it, and I was like, I think he kind of likes it. But then he gave it a half a star, and I was like, or he doesn't? I don't know. I don't know if he liked it, didn't like it. I don't know what he's trying to say here at all. I just know that there's a lot of big words. And if you're going to use big words like that, grammar and punctuation might as well be in there, right? So like you're trying to show off because you know a word like coalesce.
Yeah, he didn't capitalize
But nothing's capitalized. There's no commas.
Certain points in which I'm like, well, I don't really know that word, and I don't trust that he does either.
Right.
I mean, I'm willing to bet he knows all these words or found them in a thesaurus on his way through. But
Grammarly.com,
right? It's like someone who's like throwing out words like like moi and stuff like that.
Shallow and pedantic.
Well, no, I was talking about like just very, very chefy words.
Right.
They're talking about all the different things that you can use and then you could do, and they're saying all the different correct things of like how you would do them and what they're called or whatever, and then they burn your cereal. Right. And you're like, okay, I understand you sound like you know what you're doing.
They put hot dogs on top of top ramen.
Yeah. Dude, my Fruit Loops are on fire right now. What the fuck did you do?
How did you How did you ignite milk?
It's impressive more than anything.
Yeah. It's like you should clearly go into science.
Dude, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is already toasted. Well, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Critique the Critics. I hope you guys had a good time. If you're listening on any of the podcast thingy-doos, because we're all over the place,
yes.
Please subscribe and listen for more stuff. Every Monday and Saturday
Follow
we
us,
have
please.
a new
We're
episode.
desperate.
Yes. Also, we do put a vodcast, the video version of this on YouTube, so you can go on there. Or if you're already watching on there, subscribe, like, comment, do all the stuff that you
go
do.
to our podcast and download it.
Yeah, and thank you, Jared, for hanging out with us.
Oh, thank you for having me on your
As you slowly
podcast.
drift away.
Yeah.
I'm going backwards, but also you're going further off that direction.
You're going further off.
All right, you know what? I didn't want to get in an argument about it.
I'm a rock.
You have an anchor to hold on to.
Well,
I'm just holding on to your leg.
well, guys, we could talk about where we're sitting for hours. But until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.
Bye.